Season and the weather is nice here in East Tennessee, but that does not stop people from wanting to seek greener pastures. Maybe a little bit warmer, although warmer would just be plain hot these days. Our tech expert Dan Thompson is here. Hello.
How's it going?
And we're going to talk about this, at least this segment, we're going to focus on the websites that are best for booking the best travel deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
1, 2, 3, go.
All right, so before you book it, you need to know where you're going. And one of my favorite travel websites is tripadvisor.com. That site, you can, once you know where you're going, you can get on there and look up, attractions and restaurants and hotels, see what all your fellow travelers are saying about them and see, like the top rated. And, especially if you're looking for like a specific type of food, you can say, hey, the best Thai restaurant in Knoxville is whatever. And those things, it's just a great resource. You can hear what other people are saying. Of course, you know how it is with reviews. You always kind of got to read what they're saying and kind of weigh it out. Some people are just never happy with anything.
Oh, they're just angry. Yeah,
that's right.
No doubt.
So that's where I start.
Okay. So that's kind of your whole trip you're planning there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
What's next? Absolutely. So from there we can start looking at pricing, and my favorite websites for that are Travelocity, Expedia, Priceline.com. All three of those websites, I kind of tag team them all and see who's got the best price.
And we're talking about flights, or are we talking about hotel, rental car, all of it?
Yes, all the above. Yeah. So generally I'll start with my flights and just go from there. Most of the websites are pretty close on flights, although every once in a while you'll find one of them, like Expedia, will have a lower rate on a flight, or you can find a different flight that wasn't available on the other websites. Generally I'll like to go to all of those just to get a good idea. And then when it comes to hotels and rental cars, it's the same kind of deal. You can use all those websites to find the best deals. Is
it best to focus on one of the sites and kind of sandwich it all together, do the rental car, the hotel, and the flight all in one?
Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. What I've found is, depending on, and I don't know if it's the day of the week or if they're just running special, sometimes you can get them all clumped together and it works out to your benefit. And sometimes, unfortunately, you kind of got to go to all the sites, but that's kind of the rub with doing it all yourself.
See, I love Hotwire because you book a hotel, it's a 4-star hotel, but you don't know what hotel it is, and you can get great deals that way
too. Yeah, that's right. They have some really good deals as well. If you don't have, kind of like what you were saying, if you don't have like a specific area you're wanting to stay in, you know what city you're going to, that's a great place to find a really awesome hotel for a cheap price.
Yes. Any other websites you think are good?
Those are the big ones that I use. And then I'll get a question from time to time, say, hey, when do you use a travel agent? And this is kind of one of those things, it's a bit of a personal thing, really. If I'm going somewhere where I don't speak the language and it's not like a European country, I'll generally go with a travel agent just so I feel better about myself. I know I'm going to have a guide with me, somebody who speaks the language and knows the areas. But for some people, that's part of the adventure, and they'd happily go all over Asia with no help. They just fumble their way along, and that's how they do it. So
well, thanks for joining us. Next, over on Mornings with Fox 43, we're going to talk about the best travel apps on our iPhones or our Droids, and also, you're going to answer my burning question: iPad 2 or iPad 3?
All right, sounds good.
It's a burning question, folks. All right, thanks, Dan. We'll talk to you in just a bit on Mornings with Fox 43 on WTNZ. All right, well, there's more coming up after the break here on 10 News Today, including